someone to talk to about something?
What's going on?
The finale for Helluva Boss's second season left me in a tailspin of theories and expectations for future episodes. Stolas is one of my favorite characters, so I was thrilled that he received ample attention before the season's end, even though his life has taken a turn for the worse. There are many things about the finale that I loved, from it being a Christmas special to seeing how far the members of I.M.P have grown throughout the season. There's a lot of love to be found in their organization as they're evolved from colleagues into a proper found family. Just as Stolas has joined their family, a new member will be arriving in the third season, as the finale confirmed that Millie is having a child. Millie's pregnancy came as a surprise to everyone, herself included. That said, I think many of her family members and friends will be ecstatic about the news and will help her feel more confident about pursuing such a significant life change. Personally, I believe that many of the reactions after the initial shock will be positive. In today's video, I want to discuss how different characters in Helluva Boss will react to the news, including how they'll help Millie moving forward.
Hey, sweetie, we're about to start board games.
I'll be right there, baby. Calling the fan for sins first.
Number 1. She'll move back to the Wrath Ring. We meet Millie's parents in the first half of the second season. Millie, like most imps, come from the Wrath Ring. Wrath is mostly desert and farm country, and is the home of one of the 7 deadly sins, Satan. Millie comes from a family of farmers and was once expected to help them manage the farm alongside her siblings. However, after meeting Blitz and deciding to join his organization as an assassin, she moved full-time to I.M.P City, where she met Moxxie. By the time Millie reunited with her family, there seems to be no bad blood between them. It's clear that her parents miss her deeply, but they respect her choice to leave Wrath behind. Although not keen on Moxxie at first, Millie's parents come to accept him and their marriage by the end of their visit. For most people, it's a comfort to have their immediate family close by to help during pregnancy and directly after their child's birth. Since Millie seems to come from a close-knit family, albeit one she chose to step away from, I think she would feel better about her future child if she had her parents there to support and help care for her during the most strenuous moments. After hearing that their daughter is expecting, who I assume will be their first grandchild, I wouldn't be surprised if Millie's parents offered for her and Moxxie to move back to Wrath. If they found a space near or on the family farm, then Millie would only be a few minutes away from her closest relatives. Out of depth and perhaps frightened by this new development, I could see Millie leaving the big city behind to clear her head and come to terms with becoming a mother. It's possible she'd receive wise words and encouragement from her own mother who could sway her decision. It's also not a terrible idea for Millie to get out of the city if she decides to go through with becoming a parent. The members of I.M.P have substantial enemies and are often finding themselves in highly dangerous situations. Just to name one, the group banded together to save Stolas from his brother-in-law in the season finale, the same brother-in-law who is Goetian royalty and who already ruined Stolas' life. I wouldn't be surprised if he came for Blitz and his closest loved ones next. It's a good thing that Blitz went on his redemption tour earlier in the season, because with stakes so high, Millie will need more friends than foes in the days to come.
Anyway, y'all remember my husband, Moxxie?
Greetings, Lynn. Joe?
Number 2. Moxxie will have conflicting emotions. First and foremost, I have zero doubts that Moxxie will become a very loving and devoted parent to his future child. He's responsible, forward-thinking, and emotionally intelligent. He's already shown to be incredibly caring to his friends and would go out of his way to help them at a moment's notice. He's violence-prone but more likely to talk his way out of a conflict than to shoot first and ask questions later. He also loves his wife and is family-oriented, so I'm surprised that the discussion about having children hasn't occurred between Millie and him so far. I suspect the conversation has come up off-screen because Blitz adopts Luna after their organization is formed. Assuming this conversation did occur, it seems like they decided against children. Millie had a negative reaction to the positive pregnancy test and didn't jump at the chance to tell Moxxie the news. Her reaction tells me that the pregnancy was unplanned and that she's not pleased with the development, likely because her lifestyle doesn't suit the needs of a newborn child. It's also possible they decided to never have children so that a sudden pregnancy wouldn't go against their pre-established plans. If that's the case, I understand her hesitance to tell Moxxie the life-changing news. If they had chosen to forego children entirely, then Moxxie's initial reaction may be similar to Millie's, as he considers their options. However, with the opportunity put before him, I can't help thinking that Moxxie would love the chance to become a father. Sure, it may not have been in their plans, but it could be one of those things where he sees an alternative future stretched out before them and it doesn't seem so bad. This development means an interesting thing can happen with Moxxie's character. In the second season, we also have the chance to meet his father Crimson, who is, for lack of better terms, a terrible person. During his few interactions with Moxxie, he is unsupportive and cruel. The flashbacks of Moxxie's youth show that he's forced to endure terrible things and is likely traumatized from those events. It's common for people who have traumatic upbringings to worry that they may act like their parents with their own children. I assume Moxxie will also experience this fear and will need to work through them before their child arrives. It could also open the door for a conversation between him and Crimson, where he inquires about his father's actions and intentions.
Oh, hey, sweetie. How'd the call go?
It was nice. You know I love you.
Love you too.
Number 3. Blitz will become overprotective. Blitz goes through a lot in the second season, but there is a prominent turning point for his character when he goes on a redemption tour. Blitz believes that he ruins the lives of everyone around him and feels guilty for doing so. His guilt extends to Millie, something they explore together during a solo mission to a haunted hotel. During their mission, the pair have conflicts and briefly part ways, but Millie rescues him with a demon that uses his self-doubts against him. When Blitz admits that he feels guilty for harming others, Millie consoles him and assures him that she values their friendship. Now that Blitz has a better understanding of Millie and they consider each other best friends, I suspect he will become very overprotective after learning about her pregnancy. He will most definitely go overboard with getting her the things that she needs and become a busybody in her life. While he's overstepping boundaries in the name of helping his friend, Millie may need to ask for some space. At the very least, I doubt Blitz will let her continue going on jobs until after her child is born.
So, you gonna keep stalking us all the time?
Well, your husband is still a little fuckable.
Number 4. Stolas will offer advice. As the newest member of I.M.P, Stolas is still finding his place within the group. Millie's pregnancy could help him establish friendships and feel useful, as he is the only one with a biological child. He likely has advice for Millie and Moxxie alike, acting as a guide and source of reassurance for the expectant parents. Given that Stolas has lost all contact with Octavia, helping Millie through her pregnancy might have the added benefit of helping him work through his grief and find renewed determination to reconnect with his daughter.
No, Thea, please. Please.
Number 5. Sally Mae will be their greatest support. When Millie found out about her pregnancy, her first instinct was to call her sister. So far, Sally Mae is the only character who knows about Millie's situation, and she'll almost certainly become Millie's confidant moving forward. The sisters recently reconnected during a Helluva Boss short, which was likely a planned precursor to the finale's reveal. If Millie doesn't return to the Wrath Ring to be with her family, then Sally Mae could move to the city so she can be close by should her sister need her.
The Wrath Ring? All that dirt and rust and boring nothingness?
For a series that takes place in Hell, Helluva Boss is full of kind-hearted and well-intentioned characters who care deeply for the ones they love. Everywhere you look in the series, there is someone fighting for their family, from the numerous romantic relationships to families trying to hold themselves together amid tragedy and divorce. I think a storyline revolving around Millie and her pregnancy will fit perfectly within the third season. It's another opportunity to explore different family dynamics, types of love, and how people persevere despite facing numerous challenges. It's fair to say that I.M.P may not have the best circumstances for raising a child, but I have no doubts that Millie and Moxxie will give their all to be fantastic parents.
Wait till her dad tries to diddle your holes. What's that mean?
Don't talk to me. I know you're a pervert under there.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications to stay updated on our uploads.
I think I just needed a minute to process.
You have a good heart, honey. Just a fuzzy head.